Welcome to East China Schools today. I am your host, Suzanne Cybula, Superintendent of the East China School District. This is our first show of what we hope will be a continuing series. We want to let you know about the wonderful things that are happening in the East China School District each and every day. We will give you a rundown on activities in many of our buildings each time we see you and have an interview or two with important members of the East China team. So let's get started. Christine Ellis is a 6th grade teacher at Marine City Middle School. 2 of her students are winners in the St. Clair County Community Mental Health Middle School Writing Contest. Those students are Angela Baldeck, 6th grade fiction category, 1st place, and Victoria Simons, 6th grade nonfiction category, 1st place. As first place winners, Angelina and Victoria will receive checks for $100 each. Kelly Pohl teaches computers and health at Marine City High School and has been doing a few breakout EDU activities with her classes over the past couple of months. If you don't know what this is, it's basically like an escape room. Students find clues around the room and then need to solve the clues to unlock several locks and break out. Kelly has done digital ones with her computers classes, and recently she did a mission nutrition breakout with her health class. It's a fun activity, students absolutely loved it, and it was a great way to reinforce content area concepts and also build team chemistry and promote positive social skills like teamwork, cooperation, and communication. Miss Amy Aker, a teacher at St. Clair Middle School, she teaches ELA 8 and reading. 3 of Amy's students placed in the Farm Bureau Insurance Company's America and Me essay contest. Paige won 3rd place, Olivia won 2nd place, and Gabrielle won 1st place. Gabrielle's essay will continue on to the state competition. Kim Shunk. Kim Shunk teaches AP Psychology and College and Career Readiness at Marine City High School. Marine City High School offered as a voluntary activity prior to the SAT test that was this past Tuesday on April 12th. College Board had identified several national SAT practice days, and 90 of the 113 juniors at Marine City High School volunteered to take the 3-hour and 15-minute practice test to receive instant feedback on their scores so they know just how to focus their practices leading up to the test day. These students are driven to give themselves more choices and opportunities for scholarships in this way. They are working hard and investing their time in their future. Kristen Humble, who teaches Spanish at Marine City High School, Marine City Middle School, and Riverview East High School, led a group of 14 travelers from Marine City High School to Costa Rica for an 8-day educational adventure. This is their 2nd Costa Rican trip, and they had a super great time seeing the exotic wildlife, speaking in Spanish, ziplining through the jungles, riding horses through the coffee plantations, kayaking in the lakes, soaking in the hot springs near the volcanoes, and absorbing the culture of this beautiful country. They hope to make the 3rd Costa Rican adventure, spring break of 2020, a district-wide opportunity. Lori Gardner and 21 students from Marine City High School just got back from Disney World. They did a leadership seminar at Epcot, a behind-the-scenes tour at Magic Kingdom, and they also had 2 Disney cast members speak to them about the college program. One of the speakers is a 2014 graduate of Marine City High School. Lori is also presenting financial literacy tools for teachers at the National Business Education Conference in Baltimore. Melanie Bacano is a new ELA teacher at Marine City High School this year. Her 10th grade students are currently researching and writing about a social issue that is important to them and that they are wanting to raise awareness for. After they write their essay, they will compete in a poster contest to raise awareness for their issue. Miss Paula Peterson, 3rd grade teacher at Pine River Elementary, had a cross-grade level partnerships, promoting literacy and building community throughout the year and across the grades. All literacy partners meet once a week to share reading and writing experiences. Every 2 months, new partnerships are formed and new friendships are made, all while bonding over a shared interest in the love of literature. Thanks to our Literacy Partnership Initiative, our students see themselves as readers and are excited about reading to children in all ages and all levels. Gary Griffin's 5th grade teacher at Pine River Elementary. Pine River had 3 students place as finalists at the State Science Fair at Kettering University in Flint. Congratulations to Emma Terhune, Riley Schneider, and Cameron Spiza. Kathleen Dingaman, a teacher and library specialist, had news from Gearing and Pine River Elementary. Gearing and Pine River both partnered in the One School, One Book program this year and read the book, The Lemonade War. The 2 schools participated in a friendly competition by having their own lemonade war to see who could raise the most money for their chosen charity. Mrs. Crandall and Mrs. Card worked together to promote the event. Gearing's charity was Alex Lemonade Stand Foundation, which fights childhood cancer 1 cup at a time. And Pine River's charity was Kids in Distress. And finally for today, Mrs. Mychuk's 4th graders at Palms Elementary worked on a special writing project this month. Each child thought of a person who they admired and wrote an essay about the qualities that made them so special. After going through the writing process, they mailed a copy of the essay to the person that they wrote about. Some of the students even received letters and cards back in return. Thank you to all the teachers and staff in East China. Together, we make a difference every day. Coming up next, I sit down with Phil Russell, new principal of Palms Elementary. Stay with us. Welcome back. Joining me now is Phil Russell, the new principal at Palms Elementary. Phil, thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your background as a community member and as a new principal at Palms Elementary.
I grew up in East China schools. I went to Eddy Elementary, St. Clair Middle School, St. Clair High School. I went to St. Clair County Community College.
Yeah.
Then I went to Western Michigan, and then I was hired in Detroit at a public school, and I worked down there for over 4 years. Then I was hired in Warren Consolidated Schools, and I've worked there for about 10 years, and then I was able to come back and get hired back in at East China.
And what did you do for Warren Consolidated?
Warren Consolidated, I always taught 3rd grade and 5th grade.
Yeah.
I never taught 4th grade. But then the last, over a year and a half, I was an interim principal there, where I was bounced around to a few different buildings for a month and a half at a time to fill in for principals when they were on maternity leave or some other issues that they were having.
Why did you get into education to start with? What was your reason for doing that?
When I went to SC4, I was working at the YMCA in Port Huron, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. But then when I started working there with the kids, and then I thought, well, I could probably be a teacher.
I could do
and
this,
then next
yeah.
thing I know, I transferred to Western and got in the education program, and it was always nice that coming back around the community and seeing some of the teachers that I had. They couldn't believe that I was a teacher, but now that I'm hired back in as an administrator, that's a whole nother interesting story too.
Yes, I can relate to that. Coming back to your home community and working in the school system, it's really nice. It feels good.
Yes.
How is your first year at Palms going? How is that going for you?
Palms is great. It's a nice small community. They have welcomed me with open arms. I just cannot believe the support that is there for. We had the first day of school. We had a parent tunnel where the parents were all lined up out in the parking lot, and the kids all came in, walked through it, and all the parents were clapping, and that was a new that was a new way to kick off the year for everybody. And as soon as I seen the community come out for that, then I knew that this was just going to be at a whole different level that I wasn't used to.
Yeah, that's fun. So going back a little bit to your background, I know that you were born and raised here, correct?
Yes.
What are some of the activities that you enjoy coming back as an adult in the community?
My wife and I and my 2 daughters, we moved back to St. Clair 7 years ago, and 4 years ago, my oldest daughter started playing in the Little League, and so as soon as she got involved there, it was just natural for the teacher came out of me to try to coach, and now that has really exploded in our lives. Now my younger daughter is doing that too as well, and so that's really nice, is working with all of the kids and working with the community that way through the Little League too.
It's interesting to see if you go to the Little League park, all the younger softball players, when you walk through, it's, "Hi, Coach Phil, hi, Coach Phil."
Yes,
so,
and it's fun too when I go to, like this morning I was at Pine River, and I hear the mumbles of, that's that Little League guy. That's that Little League guy out here, some of the kids say. It's,
well, we are sure happy that you're back.
Yes.
Now, you're wrapping up your first year as the principal at Palms Elementary. What was the most surprising thing to you as you transitioned to the role of principal from being a teacher?
I think that the stress, the mental stress was a lot different than what I had expected. I'd always been in, my stress was geared towards 30 kids, 28 kids, and now it's 250, with the community and with the teachers and everybody, 250 people, and that is a lot different for me when I'm at home. It's 24/7
Yes.
where I am thinking about those kids and thinking about those parents and thinking about my teachers, and that's a whole different thing that I didn't really expect. And I was warned by it, and I thought I can do this, but it has been it has been a lot more.
Yep, and just like we, with our students, talk about making sure that they take care of themselves and get the right amount of rest and relaxation, it's the same thing with principals and with teachers. We have to make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, because what you do on a daily basis is stressful. It's a lot of work and it makes a big impact. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself along the way.
Yes.
Education is an exciting and ever-changing field. What are you looking forward to? Now, you're the newest member of the administrative team here in East China. I'd say newest, although you started in the fall, so you've been here for a while. What are you looking forward to the most? What exciting things do you see on our horizon?
We have been talking about some changes in the district and in meeting all of the different needs of the students. Growing up here and graduating, 20-some years ago, and just to right now, I've seen the community change so much. And even when I moved back into the community 7 years ago to right now, just the needs that each school and each secondary and elementary, and so I think that with my experiences of working in Warren and Detroit and with our new superintendent, I think that we're all on the same page, and the administrative staff has welcomed me in too, so I'm very excited.
Well, we sure do appreciate the perspective that you brought, the experiences that you have, and we're really glad you're a part of our team. So thank you for coming aboard. Thank you for joining us for East China Schools today. Welcome to East China Schools Today. I'm your host, Suzanne Cybula, Superintendent of the East China School District. This is our first show of what we hope will be a... Okay.
A little rougher, a little sooner.